Hey guys, Joshua Gundam here with another Gundam Msia review, and today we're reviewing the Gouf Ignited, belongs to Heine. Very short-lived character in Gundam Seed Destiny. Shows up in the Gouf, looks all cool, is doing all kinds of cool stuff. Dead! Yeah, that's about it. But, you know, it's pretty cool. I'm not the biggest Gundam Seed Destiny fan, or even the biggest Gundam Seed fan, per se, but there are some real parts that I liked in Gundam Seed Destiny, actually. And I love the MSIA action figures. Just love them. From any series. And so, we're going to take a look at this cool figure. Hold on just a sec while I get a regular Gouf, just for comparison. Right here we have a regular Gouf version 1 MSIA. Japanese, and size comparison, not too bad, albeit you can see one of the things that is about Seed is that it's on a smaller scale, kind of. Just the joints and the arms and the head, they're very kind of narrow and slim, but you can see where the inspiration comes from the regular Gouf. Just very cool. And it's kind of like a modernization of the UC, which is kind of cool, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that, but I do not have mixed feelings about how cool this figure is. Right here, it has its energy whip. Comparison with the regular Goufs, quite different. So, and that pops into either arm, which is cool. You only get one of these. The part that goes in there, though, is very easy to lose. See this very small thing? I can barely show it to you without it, falling out of my hand. This small thing right here is the part. And so it plugs into the arm right there. As opposed to the Gouf, whose heat rod plugs into the top of the arm, it's on the bottom of the arm, which is actually kind of more convenient. Or maybe it's the inside of the arm, depending on how you look at it. It has built-in guns on the top here, much like the Gouf's hand. Except that it's on top, and it's on both arms. So he's got another one there. So you can see there's another place for a cable in there. And you can do some serious damage with 2 heat whips. Seriously. So that's pretty cool. Also, he flies. Why? Because everyone in Gundam Seed Destiny flies. Everyone. Even their grandmas. It's a totally different series. Everyone flies. And so we got our Gouf flying. I'm the answer to the Gouf flight type problem. Yes. I knew it. Wings. The shield is very cool, though. I like the modernization, not modernization necessarily, but just the restylization of the shield. I like this shield. I have been really tempted to steal this shield from one of my Gundam Seed figures that has a spike shield and give it to a real Gouf. But I can reach in and pull out its sword, and that's noteworthy. That the shield has that much flexibility that you can actually do that. And then the sword extends like so, and so it's a physical melee sword with beam blades on it. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like the Sword Strike Gundam, or Sword Strike Gundam. And so, but it has on both sides. It's just very neat. I like it. I like it a lot. So, the shield gets heavy, you can throw it. Plugs in to either side, those little holes. And very good at melee. Very cool. And it flies, so it's going to be pretty fast. Yeah. Something just flew off. Oh my, I'm embarrassed. The skirt armor, to cover articulation, just fits on to the cable, which is kind of interesting. It allows it to flip up and moon people, and it's kind of awkward. But also easy to lose. I've seen figures like this, and it's always disappointing because it's not really a part you're going to replace with anything. The side armor is kind of like that. It does allow good flexibility, though, which is what we're on to now. The legs go that far forwards, that far back. Knee joint is double jointed. Good flexibility on the foot. Good range of motion. The thrusters are pretty cool. So he's got some nice detail in him. Yeah, I like the thrusters. They're cool. Another thruster here. This here. Backpack does not come off. Kind of disappointing. You know, because, yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of like a Gouf with the wings. If it's not the Gouf flight type, the wings need to go. And I just kind of want to rip them off, put them off somewhere, and have just a ground type Gouf with a regular looking backpack. But, you know, you can't have everything. And some people probably really love the wings. But they can kind of fold up like this, so you can be a little more ground capable. Head, not a lot of movement there. It can turn 360 degrees. The shoulders are on a funny little, you know, hinge joint thing, like as you can see in there. Arms are on the ball joint that also moves the hinge shoulder. So they go all the way around. Arms are double jointed. Hands are on ball joints. Forgot to cover the extra hands. Has 2 closed fists, 2 gun hands, even though he doesn't come with a gun. You could easily swap out another Zaku's weapons with him or something like that. And 2 sword hands. And that pretty much, aside from can turn a little bit in the middle torso. So yeah, that covers the Gouf Ignited. There's also a blue version of this figure, just the regular standard blue Gouf. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. If you can find one, you should get one. At very least, even if you don't like Gundam Msia Destiny, you could take this sword and do some real replacement work. Yeah, now we're talking. Get rid of that. Give him that. Sorry. Now we're talking. Yeah. So if you're looking for Gundam Msia action figures, make sure to check out our store, Gundams R Us, your favorite arms dealer. There's a link down below in the more info area. And we get new stuff all the time. Sometimes we even get Japanese figures. So make sure to check us out. Catch you guys later.